former U.S. Labor Secretary with us right now, Eugene Scalia, what he made of the president's remarks. Secretary, good to see you. President is essentially saying the trend continues to be his friend, and we're a lot better off than when you and the Trump administration were in power. What did you think of that?
Well, we've been putting jobs back and growing for more than a year, Neil, and so that's not been a result of the measures the president put in place in February. This was a halting report, as was last month's. That growth we've been seeing has now disappointed us 2 months in a row. We come out about $700,000 short, or I'm sorry, jobs short over these last 2 months of where we expected to be. So it's plainly a disappointing report. We know that September is when the Delta virus was peaking, and that has the combined effect of causing some consumers to go out less and also some worker hesitancy, too. So those were factors, but they were baked into the expectations. We still fell short. So, it's a disappointing report. But I do want to emphasize this, Neil, and we've talked about it before. The picture varies enormously state by state. And we know, for example, that New York and California have unemployment up at around 7.5%. New York has lost about 8% of its jobs since February 2020, when the virus hit us. So it's having a really hard time putting people back to work. So is California. That's why we see developments like on your last segment, Tesla going to Texas. There's a lot of churn in the economy. That's part of what's going on as well.
Secretary, I am curious, though, why jobs still go begging, right? I mean, we have a record, close to 10 million job opportunities out there. You have companies like FedEx that have 20,000 job openings, having a devil of a time, filling them. Walmart, Target, Fidelity looking to hire tens of thousands in the weeks and months ahead, but having a tough time getting folks interested. What is going on here?
Well, this also, Neil, is a situation that's existed since even before the virus. We've had huge demand for workers, but now it's actually 11 million, according to the last report, 11 million open jobs, which is far and away the all-time record. We'll see a new job opening report on Tuesday. Will be interesting to see what's there, but it's pretty striking that you've got 11 million job openings and you can only put fewer than 200,000 people back to work. Now, I do believe that the overgenerous unemployment benefits that were continued in February have had an effect. They expired early in September, but I think there's a lingering impact there. We'll see. There's plainly also worker hesitancy going back to the workplace because of COVID, but there are other factors. We just see the labor participation rate overall declining, too. So that's concerning. And I think the other concern will be on the demand side long-term, Neil, as employers face uncertainty with the president's regulatory agenda, things like this vaccine mandate.
Right.
My clients are waiting to see that and what that's going to require. And the tax and the regulatory agenda, too. Those could be serious impacts on employment facing us down the road.
Eugene Scalia, former Labor Secretary of the United States. Very good seeing you again.
Okay, thank you, Neil.